2025 has already been off to a rocky start. First, in the early hours of New Year's Day, a 42-year-old military veteran drove a pickup truck across the French Quarter of New Orleans, leaving 14 people dead before he was killed by the police. And then hours after that, in Las Vegas, a 37-year-old Green Beret detonated a Tesla Cybertruck that was filled with explosives that left him killed, as well as numerous people injured. Last week, millions of people were forced to evacuate after firestorm blazed across the Palisades region and the outer areas of Los Angeles, with over 10,000 structures destroyed and many people wondering what's next, whether they're going to get their answers from the government or insurance companies. Now, I know these events may not have a direct correlation to the stock market per se, but these tragic and violent events have marked a disturbing start of 2025. If we want to direct our focus to the stock market, the first full week of trading has come to a close, and there has been blood on the streets. Ever since the December 18th FOMC meeting, where SPX logged its largest red day for the year, we have just been seeing this continued downward momentum. Now, when it comes to trading, some of the things I've been recommending to my members is to remain nimble, and you may be asking why, and I say this for a couple of reasons. First, some stats. So the S&P 500 had a phenomenal 2024 with a gain of 23.31%. Now, this is following a great 2023 where it saw a gain of 24.2%. Now, this is the first time since 1998 where the S&P 500 posted over 20% gains back to back. And a lot of investors are wondering if the S&P 500 can do it again. While I ultimately believe that the stock market does go up, there are a couple of technical indicators that I want us to pay attention to that I think is going to be vital for the next couple of months. So here we have SPY, and this is SPY on the monthly chart. For those of you that trade Strat, you can see that we already triggered a 2-2 reversal to the downside. And not only that, we are currently full time frame continuity to the downside as well. If you don't believe me, let's look. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily is red. Let's look at the weekly. The weekly is also red. Let's look at the monthly. The monthly is red. And if we look at the quarterly candle is also red as well. Let's look at the yearly real quick. Yearly chart is an inside month. So right now, we know we do not have confirmation of what was going on last year. Yes, we did trigger 2 up on the year last year, but at the current moment, we are inside on the month. And for those of you that trade Strat, we trade what we know to be true. And what we know to be true at this current moment is that we are full time frame continuity to the downside. We're currently an inside year. Let's look at QQQ. QQQ, same thing. We triggered a 2-2 reversal on the monthly chart, and last month was a shooter, giving you an insight to what possibly can happen this month. So right now, at the current moment, the upside is not in our favor. If we take a look at DIA triggered a 3-2-2 reversal on the monthly and is almost at that monthly target, indicating also a bearish pattern. And last but not least, we go to IWM also triggered a 2-1-2 down on the monthly chart and is actually below its target, looking like we can see possible follow through or continuation to the downside. So I want to remind people that you have to pay attention, even though we just talked about the monthly chart, you have to pay attention to these technical indicators that are letting you know who's in control. Right now, we see on majority of timeframes, if not all timeframes, they are selling red on the day, red on the week, red on the month, red on the quarter, red on the year, and we are an inside year. This week is going to be a very volatile week. We have CPI that's going to be released this week. We have PPI that's going to be released this week. It's also OPEX week as well. Depending on the CPI and the PPI print, let's see if we get some follow through to the downside or if bulls can come in and try to reverse these signals. Otherwise, it's looking like more downside for the market. And if not, one thing's for sure, we're definitely going to have some volatility. Let me know what you think. Do you think the market is going to continue to go down, or can bulls finally come in and potentially start a rally? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more trading insight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.